right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, August 18th goes to Laurel Cinematic Arts and Creative Technologies. That is a school that goes from kindergarten to 8th grade in West Hollywood, California, that, according to their description, provides children with rigorous and engaging learning experiences that promote individual expression through the cinematic arts and creative technologies. Sounds fun and entertaining, right? But hold up, wait a minute. The Los Angeles Times is reporting that they are getting sued by a black mother named Rashonda Pitts. Drop on the clues bombs for Rashonda Pitts, okay? Rashonda has filed a lawsuit on behalf of her daughter after she discovered her elementary school created a cotton field to get students to identify with the real-life experience of African-American slaves. Black people, let's all collectively sigh. I know. We tired of people playing with us the way they would never think to play with any other community. In her suit, Rashonda Pitts alleges she dropped off her now 14-year-old daughter when she caught a glimpse at what appeared to be a cotton field in the front of the school. You know what her next three words were. Oh, hell no. Okay? Word to Maya from Girlfriends, all right? Golden Brooks. Us Girlfriends fans still out here looking for closure, okay? We hate how that amazing show ended, but let me stick to what we are here for. Rashonda uttered those three words, oh, hell no, and then she did what any black mother would do. She requested to speak to whoever's in charge. In this case, it was the principal, Amy Diaz. The principal, Amy, was unable to speak to Rashonda, but Rashonda did get to speak to the assistant principal, Brian Winesnewski. I know I'm pronouncing that name all wrong. And this fool tried to explain the rationale behind the project. He said, and this is all according to the LA Times, I quote, "The class was reading the autobiography of Frederick Douglass, and picking cotton was one of the experiences that he wrote about." Hold on, man. Let me take a sip of my water. Because I, too, have read the autobiography of Frederick Douglass. In fact, the homie Ebony K. Williams bought me that as a gift once. Drop on the clues bombs for Ebony K. Williams. And there was a lot of other things Frederick Douglass wrote about, okay? And the main takeaway to me from the book was having a belief in yourself, self-determination, courage, and above all else, educating yourself. Frederick Douglass spoke about how white slaveholders perpetuated slavery by keeping their slaves ignorant. Okay, because you got to think, at the time Frederick Douglass wrote this book, many people believed that slavery was a natural state of being. You know, they just thought black people were naturally poor, broke, busted, and disgusted. But Frederick Douglass knew better, and that's why he went so hard to become literate. He believed education was the key to freedom, and all of this helped Frederick Douglass to escape bondage and transcend his circumstances to become one of the nation's most powerful voices, okay, especially against human bondage. Why you ain't teach them kids that, huh? Why you didn't teach them kids, you know, that being an intellectual is not only their right, but an act of rebellion against the wicked system? No. You want these kids to think that all they're good for is to be a bunch of cotton-picking niggas. You would never remind them of their greatness and their ability to overcome any white supremacist obstacle, okay? Rashonda Pitts, you have every right to be completely pissed off about the idea that the Laurel School would have your daughter and other children pick cotton as a school exercise to identify with the real-life experiences of African-American slaves. When I tell you, they would never, ever play with Jewish people like this. They would never set up a Nazi concentration camp to give people the real-life experience of Jewish people during the Holocaust. It would never happen. So why do they feel so comfortable playing with us? Rashonda is suing the Los Angeles Unified School District and Board of Education, claiming her daughter suffered emotional distress, and I believe her because this situation has caused me emotional distress too. I got gas right now. I've been farting ever since I heard this story, and you know I don't fart in my clothes, so you know how difficult it is to do a radio show and in between breaks have to go in the bathroom just to pull my pants down and fart? Huh? Now, the suit claims the LAUSD seemingly acknowledged the project was discriminatory and harmful to the students. Wow, you think? People say all the time, Charlamagne, you make everything about race. No, Charlamagne just acknowledges racism. I would love to not have to talk about race, but how? How am I supposed to stop talking about race in a racist country, okay? Anybody who can hear this story and not say to themselves, yeah, that's effed up, simply either does not have a soul or guess what? You're probably a racist too. Please let Chelsea Handler give the Laurel Cinematic Arts and Creative Technology School the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
Where my girl Kathy Griffin at? She got
Please
something to
give
say?
this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
What about Christopher Rock? Does Christopher Rock want to chime in?
Cracker ass cracker.
I know you think it's so racist to call someone a cracker-ass cracker. It is not in this case. It is descriptive. Anybody else got something to say?
Cracker.
Y'all have a blessed day.
My
My name is Leonard McKelvey. Charlamagne the God. Uncle Charla.
All right. Well, thank you, Leonard. Up next, Ask Ye. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, hit Ye right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.